This is a song by Joanna Lero. It's her latest release. I don't know whether it's going to be part of an album. I suspect it probably is. This is the way Joanna works. She assembles tracks, puts them out for people to listen to. She promotes them as much as she can. I notice she's on Instagram and she's got her own .com there you can find if you go to the webcam page. And she's on streaming services as well now. I haven't really spoken to her about that to know what she's planning there. But this is her latest thing. Like I say, it might be part of a forthcoming album. I did look up the pronunciation of the title because I'd never heard this word before, and it's pronounced Oneiros, which is a Greek word that means the embodiment of dreams. So, unlike some of Joanna's work where she doesn't use language, or she doesn't use spoken language, she makes up her own sounds and words for some of her stuff, which confused Chris and myself the last thing we were listening to, because we were trying to figure out what the words were, and I was saying, well, maybe she does that. And it turns out she does do that kind of thing. But this has got actual words in English. Joanna's Polish. I think she's still in London in the UK. I'm not sure, but so she writes lyrics and sings with, can I say, a Polish point of view? I don't know if there is such a thing, but I think it's important to remember the origin of singers when you listen to them, because quite often they bring something different to their expression of English. And Joanna's very literate in her wordage, and her poetry is great, and the way she sings is great. You'll find that out in just a minute when we listen to this. And I think the words will speak much more this time than they did before. And if you want to look at the words, they're on the Bandcamp page, so you can see them as you listen, if that's your bag. So anyway, so this is the wonderful Joanna Lero, and this is Oneiros, and this is a single you can get on Bandcamp.
Sleep at night. That was nice. I love the way her mixes always come out. They have like that. They always seem like they're just kind of out of reach a little bit. You know, it's just it always feels so far away yet so. It has like this very wide sound, but yet it's so contained. I don't know. There's whoever mixes their songs or whatever's happening there that make it sound like that it's fantastic. I do like that a lot. One feature of the song that really stood out to me was that pitch down vocal. I couldn't tell if that was a guy singing along or if it was just her voice like down an octave or two.
It is. It is a pitching plugin. I did manage to get that much information because I was doing a similar thing on my recent stuff, so I was talking to her about that, and she did tell me what she was using, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it sounds just like a fella singing, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Because because to me, like if it was a plugin, the way I imagine myself getting it was I would take, because her voice has a lot of inflection in it, and it's beautiful the way she leaves it. I don't know if she's using any pitch corrector or not, but if she is, she's using a very light amount. Right, whereas the voice behind was almost perfectly in tune. So to me it sounded like if she took her original voice, pitch corrected it perfectly, set it down 2 octaves, that was the harmony, but she left her voice untreated on top of that, which that's what it sounded like to my ears.
Yeah,
Mind you, it's hard to hear inflection.
I don't know. She might have done another vocal, and pitched that down. That might have been the way, because the piece is about people visiting one another in their dreams, sort of thing. So I think the idea is that she was playing both the feminine and the masculine role in that. So I think Joanna thinks that way. There's a story being told there, and the mix may well change. She's done that before. She does remixes for the album, so I expect this one might change a little bit. But I loved it. I thought it's great. It gives me chills every time I hear her voice. I think and the fact that she's unknown is just, I don't understand that at all. I don't get it.
Well, yeah, no, she doesn't sound unknown. She sounds like it falls on my ears like someone who should be on, at least doing soundtracks. Like there was something about her. She reminds me of. It bothers me. I can't think of the two filmmakers, but they have a couple shows on Netflix. One was called Dark, and one's called 1899. I think they're German, but her music sounds like it belongs on their show. Like I picture her music being sung and played on the show, and I don't know why. What it is about her? Maybe there's a singer on the show that sounds just like her in the soundtrack. I haven't gone back to compare the two, but the 2 songs we've deeply listened to evoked the exact same sort of like flashback or recollection of these 2 shows. And I know the musicians that did the music on those shows, so it isn't her,
Yeah.
Because so I remember because I follow him on YouTube or whatever because I like his music. But,
yeah.
Either way, and I also love the drums and the synth stuff there in the middle, the bridge or whatever you want to call it, the instrumental breakdown. I thought that was fantastic. The synth had a great tone to it. It was just. It had a perfect vibe to it. I wasn't expecting it. I kind of came out of nowhere, but it fit perfectly.
Yeah, she's really good at, or she's become great. I mean, she's always been good, but recently her stuff's got more so in that regard, with the arrangements and the mixes sort of working together synergistically to make something bigger than either of them. And she doesn't loop things and repeat things. She touches back to themes, but you don't ever get the feeling that she's ever looped anything, that she's taken that bit of the performance and looped it there. It's all feels and sounds very organic to me, like everything is of itself as you go through. What's that, about three and a half minutes, that piece, about the same length as the last piece we listened to, and similar approaches in both pieces, where nothing's ever just a repeat. There's not a chorus that repeats. There's not a verse that repeats. It's kind of all poetically linked in a kind of episodic way, rather than a intro, verse, chorus, middle eight, sort of thing, which I love, because then you never know what's coming. You never know how it's going to go, and that's gold to me.